Hello? Hello, everybody. Um, wow, are we here? Can you guys hear and stuff like that? It's so good to be here with you guys. Yay, okay, I see evidence that it's working. Um, uh, yeah, it's so nice to be able to be with you guys this way. Um, Thank you for coming. Um, and I also want to say that right now, uh, this is the last night in this in the country here. There's lots of deer actually right outside, um, and there's a house in Athens, Georgia, with Robbie Cucciaro in it, and a house in Philadelphia with Thomas Hughes in it, and well, just music tapes and Orbiting Human Circus. I miss everybody, and hopefully we'll all be together soon. Um, but where are you guys? It's really, really fun to know where you guys are in the world. And so, and I was thinking it'd be really fun if you could say where you are, but country, but also city, but also where you are. Like, is it a room? Is it and maybe even like your favorite thing about that room or something. Um, Oh, Manchester. I love Manchester, England. That's the best place to play in the UK. Oh, Michigan, Virginia, Poland, wonderful Poland, wonderful souls in Poland. I know it's a hard time for you guys. Uh, and whoa, Montreal, it's going too fast for me to read. Um, I actually had skin. Oh, okay, wow, Columbia. I had a great uncle who actually lived in Colombia for a little while. He was a novelist, a really wonderful novelist, but nobody would publish his novels because they all said his writing was too dark. Um, no matter how many lamps you used, you couldn't read it. It like blotted out all the light. Um, he uh, he actually ended up moving to Scandinavia, to Sweden, Stockholm, where he did get published actually, and he was incredibly popular because in the summer there, it never really gets dark. And so people would buy his novels and they'd open them in bed and it would fill the room with darkness so they could sleep. So he got really popular there. Um, Seriously, if you guys have ever been to Stockholm in the summer, it's like the sun just bounces. It just goes down. You watch the sun go down, and then it just starts going up again as soon as it just like literally bounces back up. Um, well, uh, you guys are in so many wonderful places. All right, I wanted to introduce you to one of the stars of the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is Romika, Romika the Singing Saw, and saws sing by themselves. We just encourage them to sing, and she's going to do a lot of singing tonight, and she's going to start. Um, pardon me, this doesn't happen on Broadway, this kind of stuff. She's going to start with this song for you. Whoa, hello. Yeah, it's really, see, this never ever once happened during Hamilton. Yes, I know what Hamilton is. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Romika, the Singing Saw. And all we live, and all we know, and all we laugh together, and who alone sings how we sing, knew how we know, and all we'll ask forever is may we go. Oh, we'll be old and weary forever. bless, let all this never end. And all we live, and all we know, and all we laugh together, and who alone sings how we sang, knows how we knew, and all will last forever is bring us to. Oh, we'll be old and weary friends. God bless, let all this never end. Thank you, and good night.
As modern science now knows, animals can both see and hear the nighttime dreams of human beings. And it is this phenomenon which has drawn them to us through centuries of companionship and interspecial collaboration. There is, of course, the old folktale that as we humans first grow sleepy, birds begin to gather to watch our dreams near the stars, where our dreams take place. And as more people grow tired, birds gather high above in such great numbers they block out the sun and bring about the darkness which we call evening. And hours later, when the first of us awake, the birds begin flying away, and so bring about our morning. And though this is, of course, just a tale, like many old folk tales, it does contain a primitive understanding of physiological fact. We now know that birds do not gather high overhead, but quite near when we become sleepy. And of course, it is not just the birds, but the sheep and the cows, the pigs and the ducks, the horses and the donkeys. In deepest Africa, the elephants, gazelle, and even lion. And in our homes, our cats and dogs, our hamsters and our goldfish, and even the chipmunks outside, they too gather in their holes when all is still. Though in the presence of animals a dream is likely to be positive, it is the animal's neurological activity in relation to a human negative dream, or nightmare, that has brought about the most stunning discovery of all. In the presence of a nightmare, the feelings of animals intensify. Activity in corresponding neurological centers increases, and this activity has been shown conclusively to affect the nature of the dream. Within minutes, the negative dream is transformed into a positive dream. Under the influence of nearby animals, nightmares decrease in length and frequency. Pay close attention to your dreams at home, and you too will begin to feel the calming influence of animals from inside or outside of the house. So good night, ladies and gentlemen, and to all, a good sleep.
Whose brains are incredibly large, large, whose dreams are incredibly small, who comfort themselves lost inside solar orbit, whose brains are incredibly large, large, whose dreams are incredibly small, who comfort themselves lost inside solar orbit. Roger, we will have estimated time of arrival in 3, 2, 1. Nomad, tell us, Nomad, tell us, Nomad, tell us. Nomad, tell us, Nomad, tell us, Nomad, tell us. You must relate to the earthling mortal. Thank you. You'll hear some crashes and stuff, but I'm okay. I'm not injured, everybody. So, guys, at holiday time, where I grew up, every year, whoops. Well, at holiday time where I grew up, every year, we would the railroad cake would come. We'd have the railroad cake, and all the families in our neighborhood would carve little train doors into the front door of their house, and they would lay train tracks from that little. It's sort of like the size of a pet door, because I know there's like pet doors here, but it was actually like just like this beautifully carved little train door, and you would run tracks. Your parents or your grandparents would run tracks from the front of the house all the way into the dining room on the floor, and then it would go up the side of the dinner table, like right up the tablecloth, and it would go right to the centerpiece of the table. And every single year, you'd be like, this year I'm going to stay awake for the railroad cake to come, like all the kids. And the thing is that you never would, because the cake would come at the end of the meal, and so the meal there was all this ritual and stuff, and the meal was really long, and there was all these prayers and stories and stuff, and like I remember that my great grandpa's voice would start to sound like the ocean or something, or like music, and and you'd start getting drowsy, and the next thing you know, there's this like really loud train whistle, and the railroad cake is there every year. Um, Simple angels falling from the sky. Simple angels falling from the sky to show the way back home where evening's dream goes. Darkness, darkness always comes around, surrounding everyone. Simple angels falling from the sky. Simple angels falling from the sky to show the way back home where evening's dream goes. So going to bed at holiday time actually was one of the nicest things, because we all believed in this platypus that we believed would come if you weren't feeling good for any reason, and would recite poems for you while you slept, and then you'd wake up in the morning feeling better because it did this. And so because it was holiday time, we all believed that it would really come, because it was holiday time. And also sometimes we'd even fake not feeling good, usually. And that feeling that it'll come is actually what this song is about. Go to sleep, oh, you're alright. Go to sleep, oh, you're alright. Grow older and older. Bum, 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 bum. That's Robbie. Oh, the railroads rolled inside. Soon their steam fills all your eyes. Grow and thank you guys. Um, so um, I I wanted to ask you guys. Thanks for the claps. Uh, um, do you guys know the feeling um, when you know that you're lucky? Like you know that uh, something lucky has happened. I mean, it could be like the tiniest thing in the world. Like there's a parking space where there shouldn't be, but or it could be something enormous. But that actual feeling when um, that you've been lucky. And if you guys can think of um, an instance or two that's been like that for you, like right now, there's a holiday ritual we can do if you guys would like to. Um, so it starts by just thinking of an instance or two where you felt that. And if you want to share it on the chat, you can. But at a certain point, you're probably going to want to concentrate if you're participating because it gets really fun. But yeah, please, whatever you want to do. But anyway, so okay, picture that feeling, picture that moment, um, and we're gonna do a this ritual, and then later, we're also gonna do a game. Uh, like a kind of a fun holiday game, if you guys want. So, um, the first thing uh, is you've got your good luck memory, you've got your good luck feeling, and I'm gonna go ahead and lift the curtain. This is a curtain. It's a metal curtain because a fabric curtain was too easy, and I thought you guys were a little bit more into metal, so I'm not going to make any more jokes. I'm really sorry about that one. Uh, so, okay. Some of you might recognize this fellow. He is the operative person in this game. Um, and the way this is going to work is that not yet, and don't do it. If some of you know how this ritual is performed, don't do it yet. When the time comes, when I say everyone who's participating is going to go up to their screen and rub the dog's ear, and that's what you do for good luck. But the thing that's really nice about this ritual, this holiday version of it, is that you can share the good luck with other people. So, and it doesn't have to be people who are still with you in time. It can be people who aren't with you in time anymore because the luck can travel back to, who knows, a moment in their childhood or something. Uh, and but the thing is, it's nice if you imagine a bunch of people you want to share the good luck with. So and you'll see why in a minute. So just go ahead and maybe imagine a bunch of people that you'd like to share good luck with. I'm okay, I'm not hurt. Don't worry if you heard that crash. Um, so imagine, and as you imagine them, what I want you to do is imagine that kind of behind you or off to the side, uh, suddenly you can hear their voices or they're in the room with you. I want you to imagine that those people that you want to share the good luck with are actually with you wherever you are right now. And, just kind of behind you, you can hear them and they can talk to each other. If they don't even know each other, I guess they can meet, which could be really nice. And just imagine that. And when you've done that, I think I'll give you guys a second to do it. But when you've done it, it'll be time. And what I want to do, and when we touch our screens, before we do it, when we touch the screen, um, do it like, sometimes you don't actually have to touch something to touch it. You can feel like the vibration of the thing being really close to your finger, like you hold your finger so close to it that you can just sort of feel the presence of it, kind of almost like a weird magnetic feeling. Because touching your screen might mess this up and you might lose the live stream or end up, who knows what'll happen. You could go back in time or something. So anyway, the thing is, you can touch your screen that way, but I think everybody's got their people. So now go ahead and go up to the screen and rub the dog's ear. All right, I'm going to give everyone a second because some people have enormous TVs and so they could be like 50 feet away. All right. I'm going to assume that everyone has done it now. And everyone get a big hand for our friend here, whose ears are good luck, such good luck. And I'm going to close the curtain. And what you do now to end the ritual is that you, well, like I said, this never happens on Broadway, but this is cheaper. Okay, so now what you do is just close your eyes. And now imagine that you can still hear those people, that those people are all around you. And what you do is you go ahead and imagine that lucky feeling that you had before with all of those people around you. So just take a moment and imagine that lucky feeling with your eyes closed. And that's good, you've done it. So, everybody take a tiny break because you just did something really, really good and important. And pretend that there's like house music playing and stuff. Because the stagehands are busily running around here still, resetting the stage. And hopefully they did a good job. We'll find out in a second. All right. So now this brings us to the, the formal portion of the evening. The formal portion of the evening is formal because in honor of my grandpa, not my great grandpa, who I know I talk about all the time, but my grandpa. And my grandpa always used to ask me why I didn't sing, why I just didn't sing like a nice love song. And I didn't really sing love songs. My grandpa had the most wonderful smile. He had this big smile that would like light up a room. Actually, my dad now has that smile. And I've even seen my grandpa had gap teeth like me, gap teeth. And so I've sort of noticed a little bit of my grandpa's smile and my own smile actually now, which is pretty funny. But I'd be honored to end up with his smile. Anyway, I digress. But he used to break into song and he had this really great voice, this little vibrato. I guess if you've ever heard, if any of you've heard the record, what record is it? I think it's Music Tapes for Clouds and Tornadoes. He sings for a second on it. That's him. Anyway, I didn't really appreciate, I discovered through my grandpa, I did a little bit. And then I discovered like, Billie Holiday and Fred Astaire and Louis Armstrong. And I began to realize that I really loved love songs. And but sorry, I couldn't find my bow. I actually it was Romika who loves singing love songs, who I think really got it through to me. And what she sort of communicated, what I understood through her, was that the feeling in a love song, the reason we like them so much and they make us feel good, is they're like a bottle. Like the feeling that they're singing about, the love that they're singing about, is actually like in the song, like in a bottle. And when you open the bottle, there's the feeling. And so it's about actually just having that feeling, and about that longing and how nice that is. And so I'm going to do like my grandpa told me, but with Ramika's help. And here we go. We're going to sing this one for you. Time on my hands, you in my arms, nothing but love in you. Then if you fall once and for all, I'll see my dream come true. Moments to spare for someone you care for, one love affair or two. Time on my hands and you in my arms, and nothing love in you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ramika's gonna take over. Ramika, the singing song, because that's what you guys are gonna sing. Here we go. Time on my hands and you in my arms, and nothing but love in you. Ramika, the singing song, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Oh my God! You know what? I just realized. I forgot part of the show. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna do it now since. Yeah. Why not? Why not? This is very spontaneous, right? So, I guess it all really begins with me saying thank you and good night.
The silly old man said, "My hat is a cow, and I mean to milk it on this very spot." The bank teller said, "Sir, this trying display is delaying the line and must stop right away. Now what is it you want? To deposit, withdraw, to transfer some funds, or make fools of us all?" The silly old man said, "My hat is a cow, and I mean to milk it on this very spot." "Your hat's not a cow," the mean teller said. "My hat is a cow, or I'll eat my own head. This," the old silly, so silly, silly old man said, in a voice still so silly. The teller's smirk fled, his lips and left spreading a smile, ear to ear, his lungs made to laughing, his tonsils to rear, like racehorses racing with a skunk run too near. Now the teller looked silly, the line silly too, the bank so silly still. I take my hat off to you, said a red stone stockbroker. I take my hat off too, said a tall travel agent with a smart new hairdo. And our hats as well, our hats doff we too. For as hats in need of milking, they must all be milked, it's true. We've taken our hats off, and we hand them to you. We drift off into evening, and the fire in the flue, our bald heads each naked, cold, wet, and renewed.
Oh, wait. Come back here. Come back here. You gotta bow. You gotta bow. All right. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the great recitating platypus of the north. Wake up, sleepless sailor, you've been sent. Sleeping buildings in a single bound. To be played up above, where the darkness does still linger yet. Bum 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 bum. That's Robbie. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Now a new day has begun. Feel the burden on the sun. Now a new day is begun. Bum bum bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum bum ba da dum. Wake up, sleepless sailor, you've been sent. Sleeping buildings in a single bound. To be played up above, where the darkness does still linger yet. Now a new day has begun. Feel the burden on the sun. Now a new day is begun. Bum bum bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum bum ba da da da. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. All right, so that was a different set list than I was planning to do, but hold on a second. And now it's time for the big holiday game, which is really really fun. So most of you guys know that I think most people know that when you imagine lightning striking barbershop poles, a good thing will happen. A good thing will happen for a living thing somewhere in the world. So we're going to do a special version of that. By the way, don't do it yet. If you already did it, that's really good, actually, because you were practicing and a good thing happened for a living thing somewhere in the world. But save it now. Don't do it anymore for a minute. Because what we're going to do is a very special holiday version of it. And it's going to be, it's going to bring something extra nice. For a living thing somewhere in the world. So, and this is how it's going to work. We're going to go ahead and when you imagine the lightning striking the barbershop, don't do it yet, Paul. What's going to happen is there's going to be a really bright flash, and it's going to fill up your entire field of vision. And you won't be able to see anything but white. So let's go ahead and do that. But what's going to happen is when it clears, when suddenly you can see, you're going to find yourself in a place that you love, a place that you really loved in your life at some time in your life, could be now, could be any time, but a place that you really, really love. When it clears, you're going to feel like you're in that place. You're going to imagine that place. You're going to feel the feelings of it. So go ahead and imagine the barbershop pole, lightning striking the barbershop pole. You can't see anything but white. You can't see anything at all. And when the white clears, you're gonna be in a place that you love. You're gonna imagine a place that you love, and the way that it feels, the way that it smells, and the sounds, and you're just gonna be there for a second in that feeling, kind of like you're a cup of tea and it's steeping in you. That you're just steeping in that place, uh, and then what can happen is, the more that you concentrate on it, the more that you can feel the feelings of that place. For me, it's often my grandma's kitchen. It is right now. And you can invite all the people from before that you wanted to have luck. So you can feel the place starting to fill with those people too, if you want to. And you can hear them talking to each other and stuff like that. And you can just feel the feeling of that place. And now all of those people together with you in that place. And you could keep playing that game now, just keep playing it. And if you want to, at some point even, you can do another one. You can be in that place and you can imagine a barbershop pole, and you can imagine lightning striking a barbershop pole. And your vision will fill up with white light, and you'll be in another place, but you'll carry the feeling of that first place to the second place. And then you can invite all those people in again. So you can keep playing the game. And you could even keep playing the game after the show, as long as you want. But I'm gonna keep doing the show for you. I'm gonna do the last song of the evening for you guys, and I'm gonna play this song because it's a song that's about the place that lightning strikes barbershop poles. Oh, hold on one second. I should fix one thing so that this could be very loud. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. All right. Okay, so this song is about the place where lightning strikes barbershop poles. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Good night.